Hello Capricorn, this is your Lovescope for February 1st through February 15th, 2017. This Lovescope will be a general overall message in regards to love and romance for the energy of Capricorn. And then I will break it out into Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Capricorn Rising. The Capricorn Sun reading will immediately follow the general reading for Capricorn. So if you are a Capricorn Moon or a Capricorn Rising, go ahead and click the timestamp below after the general reading to put you right into your Moon or Rising, depending on what you are. Okay, and I've also put a link below for you to click on if you want to look at your natal chart. If you don't know what your Moon and Rising sign are, you can do a free natal chart. It will tell you exactly what your Moon and Rising is. And so I know that for some people who don't know that, there is some confusion on what your Sun, Moon, and Rising is. If there's confusion but you know you're a Capricorn, then the general reading and the Sun Capricorn reading is what will resonate with you. That's what's meant for you. You'll need to know your rising sign and moon sign to click on those videos to see what that message is there. Okay, so let's get right into the general reading for Capricorn energy regarding love and romance. You guys have a interesting spread these first 2 weeks. It starts out with the Five of Swords in the center, and then the reversed Eight of Wands at the foundation, and then in the crowning position we have the Seven of Wands. So I'm getting the sense for many of you there is or has been quite a bit of conflict in your romantic arena, whether it's with a specific person or it's with multiple people. It just, the energy of the foundation of the issue for Capricorn seems just kind of heavy. Like there's just a lot coming at you, like a lot of arguments, a lot of fighting. But the card moving into the future to come is the Six of Swords. So with this showing as moving into the future, I know that the energy that many of you have been dealing with has been very heavy. And for some of you, this is involving like a child. If you have a child with, an ex, or you're in a co-parenting situation, or you could even be still coupled up with this person. It's just, there could have been a lot of conflict going on around children. That's not going to apply to all of you, obviously, but that is a strong message coming through. And some of that fighting and bickering has to do with like you feeling the need to protect your child from your ex partner, or for whatever reason they are feeling the need to protect the child from you. And that could play out a couple different ways. They may be manipulating and using things against you that are false and not true, disguising it as I'm just protecting the child. And since this is a general reading, I have to say, for some of you, the way your co-parent is viewing you is as though they need protection from you specifically for them or for the child. Okay, but with this card being in the coming future, I feel like you guys are coming out of this heavy energy, this conflict, this battle, this need to feel defensive and protective of yourselves. And, based on the Sun, Moon, and Rising cards that I see here, the Queen and King of Swords have popped out. There are Swords cards in all Sun, Moon, and Rising, plus here in the general. So it's just like there's been a lot of mental conflict also within you, and this is playing out differently for some of you. I feel like there's somebody, a partner, an ex-partner, there's somebody that it's like you guys are estranged from each other, or you just have this, it's a co-parenting thing, and you guys are just having this issue. And honestly, those of you that are having a lot of conflict with like a co-parent situation, and I'm sorry for those of you this doesn't apply. I know it sucks to hear when messages don't apply, but my goodness, this is so damn strong. I just can't stop. Because the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Swords show up again in the Sun. So since the Sun, Moon, and Rising cards play into the general message, when I'm giving the general message, it's like the conflict, for those of you who are really having a lot of heavy conflict with a co-parent about a child, with soulmate and judgment and then unfinished symphony, I feel as though what's playing out now has a lot to do with past life energy. Okay, and the point in knowing that is there is a deep message, there's a deep lesson for you in this situation that really cracks you open and facilitates a great deal of spiritual growth, okay? And though it seems very unfair and it's been very challenging, it's like this stems forth from previous lifetime. This is a karma between you and this person. And what's beautiful though is I see the energy finally softening for you guys. But in knowing that this is like past life energy for some of you, I would highly recommend, you know, Reiki and self meditations where you are healing and clearing your energy of the past and opening yourself up to incorporate the lessons that this energy is trying to bring to you. Okay, this isn't about being a victim, even if in the situation right now things are incredibly unfair for you. You need to know that you are protected divinely and things are shifting into a much better place. For some of you, there is reconciliation that's going to happen. Okay, for others of you, it's like you and this person are just going to go round and round and round. For others of you, you're finally making the decision to let go and move on. So, based on all the cards here, I feel like for some of you, it's you are dealing with an extremely challenging person, especially in a co-parenting situation, or you are being the extremely challenging person in a co-parenting situation. But I feel like on both sides, despite who's right or who's wrong, you both are coming at this in a need, in a sense, to feel like you need to protect yourself or protect the child. It's like, it doesn't matter who's right or wrong. You both are strong in your conviction of protection and feeling defensive for whatever reason. You know, it's going to play out differently for all of you. But your Sun, Moon, and Rising will get much deeper into, you know, that. Nonetheless, it's like that energy is finally softening and changing, and mentally you're going to be far more relaxed than you have been in the past about whatever the situation is. And, you know, if this is about something that isn't involving children at all, it's just, I feel like either the person you're partnered up with or the person you're interested in is like, you're just having a lot of conflict and issue right now. And, you know, for some of you, it could be like there's somebody else coming in, interfering in your relationship. But there is hope, okay? No matter what you guys are going through, as this personally plays out for each one of you, there is hope, and you are being divinely protected. And if there is children involved, you really need to trust in the universe that they will be protected too, and that things are moving in the right direction, even if at a slow pace. They are going to smooth out and calm down. And again, for some of you, this really challenging energy in a relationship that you've been experiencing has a lot to do with past life energy. And to me, karma isn't like you did something crappy so you get something crappy in return. When energy is challenging, I feel like when we do crappy things or whatever, it's because there's a part of us that isn't evolved. because as we evolve spiritually, there are things that we would do and say and ways we would act in previous relationships that at a certain point in life you just won't do anymore because you've grown, you know, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and life changes you over time. So I don't feel like when I speak of karma from past life and karma connection from past life, soulmate energy, I feel like if this has been really challenging, it's because it's growing you. There's things about yourself that are not evolved, that the challenge and oppressive energy of this situation, you know, like I said, it cracks you open and it facilitates spiritual growth and change within on a very profound level. Because when you've been through any sort of situation that was traumatizing, and for many of us, our romantic relationships are the most challenging, along with the relationships we share with our children. And when those situations are bringing you to your knees and making you question your own sanity, there's something else transpiring. That's just how you're experiencing it in the physical plane. But on the spiritual level, you're being cracked open because you're being grown, and you're being grown for a reason. There, you know, you have places you want to go and things that you want to do and somebody you want to be. And there is transformation that needs to take place in everybody to get them to where they want to be, when where they want to be is nowhere where they currently are. And so when you are reaching for something and it's, you know, so different from where you currently stand, you must accept that you are where you are because you are vibrationally aligned to the situation, people, and circumstances that you are currently dealing with. And the reason for that vibrational alignment is going to be different with everybody. But when you go to reach for something that is so far beyond where you currently stand, there is a lot of vibrational work that needs to be done on your behalf to elevate you to that place that you are reaching for. And so as you go through this challenge, don't view yourself as victim, as you're being punished. Look at it as the universe is grooming your ass to perfection to get you to that place that you reach for. And since this is a love reading, this is on a romantic level. And the universe is saying, do not lose hope. Okay, you are being so spiritually, divinely guided and protected right now, despite how it looks or how it's playing out on the physical plane. Okay, the harder the challenge, the more to be gained spiritually. And as you're going through anything that's emotionally difficult and mentally challenging, it sucks and you hate it. And I'm not telling you to like it or to be happy that it's happening, because I mean, you've got to be true to yourself and how it feels. And if it really hurts and it really sucks, then admit that to yourself and give yourself the space to feel that, because that's your truth, and your truth is what sets you free. So yeah, it does hurt. It does suck. But nothing stays the same forever. You are moving through this energy. You will get through it. You will be so much stronger and wiser for it on the other side of things. And as long as you don't allow anything to truly break you down and turn you into a victim, you will always win. You will always find the gift inside the challenge, the blessing inside of the lesson. You will always find it and you will always see it. And you'll know that when you're going through the challenge, you are training, you are preparing for the marathon, you know, the race of your life, something amazing that is going to come on the horizon when you get yourself there vibrationally. And that's the truth for every one of us. And with seeing this challenging energy here for you guys, I just want you to know, you guys, spirit is with you. Do not lose hope. I truly see, you know, peace coming ahead. And I feel like the peace ahead is being depicted by the Six of Swords, because it's saying that, yes, you have been through a lot of challenge, and it's taken everything in you to get to this point, but you're getting there. And very strong for Capricorn Sun. You are getting through it. You are moving through it. And I feel like February is the month where the energy is really shifting for you guys overall. For those of you who have really been challenged. And, you know, you could be single and your challenge comes into play because maybe, you know, nothing has really been happening. Nothing has really been showing up for you. And I get the sense, if that's the case, it's like there's some energy within yourself that needs to be worked out, you know. What is your truth about love, about romance, about the opposite sex? What do you believe can happen and come in and be true for you? Because that makes all the difference in the world. And right now, just based on the energy of this reading, I see many of you being defensive and feeling the need to protect yourself. And I just get a sense that it has to do with past trauma from a previous relationship, or there's somebody that you really love that has put you in this state, and you could be coupled up with them, or you could be broken up. But it's like you're kind of in this limbo of feeling conflicted and needing to be defensive and protect yourself. Okay, so I'm going to move into the other readings now, but the general message, seriously, for all of you is, and if you haven't been going through a lot of challenge, I do apologize. That's just what's coming through here, is if you've really been going through a lot emotionally because of, you know, a romantic situation, and it's playing out very differently for all of you. The energy is shifting this month, and you are protected. Spirit is being with you, and don't lose hope, okay? So I'm going to get right into the sun for Capricorn now. If you are a Capricorn moon or Capricorn rising, go ahead and go to the description box below and click the timestamp for your reading. Okay, so Capricorn sun, for you guys, I have soulmate and the 9 of Swords. Lots of mental energy going on for you guys these first 2 weeks. Then I have Judgment upright, Page of Pentacle upright, and then the 6 of Swords upright. So you guys have this reiteration of the Page of Coins and the 6 of Swords from the general spread into your spread. So for a lot of you Capricorn suns, I feel like this has to do with that child scenario that I've been talking about. And since all of these are upright, I feel as though so strongly any challenge that you've been facing with this situation, it's finally moving into smoother waters for you guys. Okay, just because this reflects exactly the general reading, and then with Judgment here, and this being karma, and like things, this is like the final decision being made, and I see upright and upright. So I feel like things are going to be okay for you guys if you've really been challenged with, you know, an ex-partner in regards to a child. The outcome for you guys is Unfinished Symphony. So with soulmate and 9 of Swords, I feel like for some of you Capricorn suns, you may be in a relationship with somebody at this time, but there's this other person that either just kind of shows up, or has recently showed up, or is about to show up, that you have past history with. And more than that, it could be past history this life, but it could also be somebody that you are just meeting for the first time in this life, but you guys have a unfinished symphony from a past life. Okay, so, and the reason why I say some of you could be in a relationship is because this card here is all about like transgressions, and like you've just got to have it, you've just got to know, like no matter what, no matter the cost, you've just got to taste it, you've just got to have it. And the reason you feel that is because of this soulmate energy, which to me, you know, always represents a past life connection, especially with Judgment here. So whether you are in a relationship currently or not, I feel like there is this energy of the past, whether it's somebody from your past this life or it's a past person from a previous life, that's coming into play in the month of February. And the two of you coming together is a very karmic event. You guys are meant to line up in this lifetime for whatever that may mean because of this unfinished symphony card. And with this just being a page, you know, this is like a brand new beginning to something. So again, this could be somebody that you have had something with prior, and now you guys are reconciling, and this time around things are going to be much smoother, okay? And some of you, this person, you guys could be coming back together for nothing more than to finally have your closure so that you can move on, because the unfinished symphony card can go a couple different ways. It's either you need to reconcile with the person to clear your energy so that you both can move on and go your way, okay? But this can also indicate a relationship that now comes back together because it's not done yet. It's, you know, there's still more written. And with the Judgment card, it's so strong that this is a soulmate connection, whoever this unfinished symphony belongs to. And with the Six of Swords, some of you, this is happening so that you can reconcile the past and truly move forward in a much more peaceful state of mind and emotional balance. And for others of you, this is like you guys have, you know, another shot at things. So you'll know, you know, how this plays for you just based on your situation. But for Capricorn Sun, whatever you are experiencing in the like love and romance department at this time or in the course of February, I just feel like it's very karmic. It's and you know, based on the cards for the moon and the rising as well, I just feel as though this is very karmic, whether it's brand new person that is brand new to you this life, but it really isn't going to be a brand new person to you. This is somebody that you have shared an incarnation with before, and that is why the energy between you two is going to be extremely magnetic, and you're going to feel very drawn in, like, I just have to have this person, like you're just going to want to eat them up. Whether you are currently with somebody or you are single, like I feel if this energy shows up for you, that's how you are all going to feel about it, because it's a soulmate connection, okay? For some of you, this could be somebody that, you know, you've kind of had off again relationship with, and you finally were just like, you know what, screw off. Or maybe you were kind of playing games with somebody and they finally said, hey, just screw off, and now there's some time that's passed and you guys have an opportunity to think about it and you're ready to really give a real commitment, or you know, you're ready to move in together, or okay, yes, you're right, we should get married, or yeah, it's not unfair of you to want a baby after all this time, you know. So there is that, you know, if you're happily coupled up, I feel like, you know, if there was some tension about moving to the next step and things like that, and if there was any sort of breakup, it's like you guys come back together and now, okay, we're solid, we're gonna make this, you know, into something. But no matter who you're dealing with on a romantic level, and I'm not talking about just like light energy, this is somebody significant. It's like if there's just some, you know, heaviness on your mind from the past, it's, you know, you need to let it go. It's like, you know, that's your freedom to move on into something else new, into a new soul connection. It's like you gotta release energy of the past. But I feel like that's a smaller minority. This is more about I feel like there's tangibility to this. This isn't just playing out in your head. This is a general reading, so this all could just be playing out in your head, and you finally make the decision to either reach out to that person and offer a new relationship, or you make the decision to move on. And for some of you, that person could actually be reaching out to you in this month of February. But I just get the sense that for all of you, it's like there's energy of the past, and it's, karmic. And things are balancing out in February so that you can, move forward. So just like the general reading, your last card out is the Six of Swords. So I feel like whatever it is you're going through, it's going to be softer and better, as you move through February and then into March, I'm just trying to see if I get anything else. Yeah, if you just meet somebody, or there's just somebody that like you are just so drawn to them, it's because you have past life together. That's very strong in your reading. Whoever you're dealing with, it's like you guys have past life, a lot of past life energy playing out in this lifetime again. And I would love to see, like, on an individual basis, how some of this is playing out personally for each one of you, because this is actually really deep energy, and it's challenging to make it general and kind of keep it on the surface, because I see so many different things playing out. And this video would be like 10 hours long if I went into detail 100% on all the different scenarios. So I'm just going to leave you with the fact that there is, for many of you, there's this past life energy, the karma with a specific person playing out. And for some of you, this is like a relationship that's finally solidifying. This is a relationship that's just beginning, or this is a relationship you're letting go of. Like, it's so different for all of you. But the main message is there is finally going to be movement towards peace and happiness and tranquility. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys for Capricorn Sun in regards to love and romance. I will be back in the middle of February for your Lovescope for the rest of February. Until then, I hope you have a fabulous Valentine's Day and a beautiful 2 weeks. Okay, so this is for Capricorn Moons. I have Keep an Open Mind for a romance angel for you guys. The Five of Chalice for Sexual Magic Tarot. For your main tarot, I have the Star reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed, and then the Ace of Swords. And then as your outcome, I have Round and Round. So what I feel for you guys, again, I feel like there is some heavy relationship energy happening for Capricorn in February, and it's going to be different for all of you. But what I get here with your guys' cards is either your ex or your current partner is being extremely difficult to deal with, or you are being extremely difficult to deal with to your ex or current partner. But I feel like that's happening because, for whatever reason, as stated in the general reading, this is the strongest for Capricorn Moons, is there is this need to feel like you have to protect yourself, okay? And with the Round and Round card here, it's like whoever you're dealing with, it's like the same thing just keeps happening over and over, and you have now at this point lost hope that it's ever going to change, because it's like no matter what you do, no matter the intentions that you put forth to preserve the relationship, it's like the same thing just happens. It's the same conflict the same disagreements, the same things keep playing out over and over. And so you guys like have lost hope. And with this Queen of Swords reversed, to me, the Queen of Swords is honestly the most badass queen of the deck. She, in her upright position, she is a queen that got to her throne not because of her lineage or, you know, because she stepped on anybody or anybody put her there. She got there because she's been through hell and back, and she's a fighter, and she's strong, and she got herself here all by herself. She is one badass bitch. She can tear you up, okay? But she is not cruel. She is not cruel. She is logical and she is wise, and she has learned to not allow her emotions to control her and make her decisions for her, because she has been through a lot. So now she's wise and she's logical. And see her hand? Bring it, she says. Bring the bullshit if you dare. If you so dare. Because I see through you. She is honest. You can count on her, okay? She is going to always tell you how it is, straightforward. Even if it comes out blunt and cold at times, it's not because she is unfeeling. It's because she thinks with her mind, and she is truthful, and she's going to be straightforward with you. She's not going to bullshit you. Now, when she's reversed, she is vicious. This is not a queen that you want to fuck with. Like I said, she is the most badass bitch of the deck, and she gets a bad rap, especially in this position, but honestly, she is my favorite queen because of what it has taken her to get to where she is. But when she is in the reverse position, and just based on the cards I see in the general, it's like she is coming out swinging with 2 swords. And for some of you, this is your energy that you're projecting out onto somebody else. It's like you have this really deep need to feel like you need to defend and protect yourself from somebody. Or, you know, and that person, they could think that, you know, you are being ruthless or unkind or whatever. Like, I just feel like if you are the one that is being ruthless and coming out swinging like this, it's not because you're just a shitty person. You feel the need to be this way to protect yourself for whatever reason, okay? And the person dealing with you on the other side may not perceive it that way. They just see this ruthless person. They don't understand, and that's why you guys keep going round and round, okay? But for some of you, this is the person you're dealing with, and this is how they are to you, and they come out swinging with 2 swords, and you feel the need to protect yourself. Like you don't feel either emotionally or mentally or physically safe in their presence. It's like they have traumatized you a great deal on some level, and it's like the same thing over and over, and so you have kind of given up hope. And if this is speaking to you, I feel like if you are still in the relationship with the person who put you through this, it's like you are going to cut it off. You are going to be out the door, like you're done. You're moving on into smoother waters, okay? And I feel like all of you really need to keep an open mind, because, you know, if you're trying to get out of a relationship, you might not have the hope that you will have anything different than what you've experienced. But Spirit's saying keep an open mind, okay? There is something that is about to change for you guys. But I really feel like this comes more from your own effort, especially with this Queen of Swords coming out. It comes with your own effort. Like, you are the one that has to change your behavior with somebody else, or you are the one that needs to cut somebody out of your life where it's like it's the same thing over and over, or you need to finally open yourself up to the possibility of being with somebody new, okay? It's going to be different for all of you, and if this isn't resonating, I totally apologize, but This is just what's coming through in these cards. And I feel like until you make that decision for yourself, until you, this is like, it's all about you. It's, you know, all on you. It's like the same thing repeats with this round and round card. And I get that to leave this person or to give up hope that you and this person will reconcile, it's very painful. It's, you know, it's for some of you, I feel like it's almost unbearable. Okay, this, I just get a lot of sadness and, you know, heavy energy challenge. And again, Spirit is saying you are divinely protected, and the more the challenge, the more the spiritual growth. And with 2 6 of Swords in your reading, I know that you guys are all moving to smoother waters ahead. And you guys really need to keep an open mind. And for some of you who are really wishing there is like a specific relationship that can heal and mend, Spirit's saying it cannot, okay? Not at this time. And you really shouldn't stop living your life in hopes of that relationship coming back together, because the energy, like I said, is just this round and round thing. And you're best served by, if you've been really being controlled emotionally by the situation, to turn into this reversed Queen of Swords and cut shit off abruptly, even though it's painful, because I'm telling you, that's what gets you through. And it's just, you guys are going to come into much calmer waters after you make that choice and do what you've got to do to move forward in the direction that you want to be in. And for some of you, again, that's letting go of hope that something can change and be something more than it's been. And with keep an open mind there, it's like there's always something else. We never truly lose anything. What is taken from us or lost by us returns to us in a different form. And with all this heavy energy, you guys really deserve something amazing and gentle and far less challenging than the energies that are you know, coming through in these cards. And thankfully, I love that I see you guys moving in that direction. So that's what I have for Capricorn Moon. I hope that resonated with you. I will be back in the middle of February for the second half of February Lovescopes. I hope that you have a fantastic Valentine's Day. Until then, take care. Okay, so this is for Capricorn Rising. The Romance Angel card I have for you is Let Your Friends Help. Sexual Magic Tarot, I have 4 of Swords, which this is actually called Masturbation, funny enough. And I have for your tarot, reverse 7 of Swords, King of Swords, and reverse 7 of Pentacles. For your outcome card, I actually have It's Time to Go. So going off the general energies and then narrowing in specifically on Capricorn Rising, this is kind of an interesting thing that's playing out here. I feel like for some of you, you have a friend or somebody that is like, maybe okay, maybe you are interested in somebody who has a lot of suitors, or somebody is very interested in you and you have a lot of suitors. This is just one message. I have many more to come, but this is like strong. It's like there's somebody, and I feel like you're really feeling them, but with this reverse 7 of Pentacles, I don't know. I feel like if you're really feeling somebody and there's like a lot of competition around them, like there's a lot of people, Spirit's saying you're better off just getting the hell out of Dodge. Like it's not really gonna like pan out, okay? So if there's somebody like that you're just super attracted to, and it could just, and you know, for some of you this could be a friend that you have that you're just really feeling. I don't really feel like it's gonna work out. Like, I don't feel as though, because this is your outcome card, and when it's time to go, it's like there's no potential there. And you know, for some of you, if you are in like this really challenging relationship that, you know, is coming forth in the general reading, I feel like Spirit's saying, you know what, things are not going to pan out, like, it's just not going to get better. And yeah, you do need to leave the situation, and maybe your friends can help you with that, and you're going to find support. Like, maybe some of you moving into these smoother waters is you're actually going to end up moving in with a friend or getting a roommate, something of that nature, because you are leaving a relationship, or you are you just got out of a relationship. I don't know, for your guys' energy, I just get like more like you're getting out of something, and if anything, you're around your friends more, and if there's anybody you're interested or thinking about, it's more in your mind. It's more like you're fantasizing about them. And these first 2 weeks, I don't see like a whole lot of shift in energy in like a new romance coming in or anything like that. It's just, this is more like you're getting out of something, or you're leaving something behind. You're like moving on, you're letting go. And for many of you, your friends are helping you in this process. And because you're being like, with the King of Swords here, and he's upright, so it's like you're being just really logical and in your approach and your thinking, and you've just come to the conclusion that whatever you're involved with, it's like you need to move on from that. And it could be as serious as a relationship, all the way as light to a crush from somebody that you've just been watching from afar. But for you guys, I just feel like you're kind of letting go. You're moving on. You're not hanging around in whatever it is. Like, there's just too much conflict, there's too much competition, there may be too much need to defend and protect yourself, and you don't want any part of it anymore. Like, you're just done. You'd rather be around your friends and go hang out with your friends and just have a good time and do you. So if that doesn't speak to you, I truly apologize, but the energy for Capricorn rising is really kind of like you doing you these first 2 weeks of February, because there's just been a lot of like conflict or competition or just heavy energy around your romantic situations in your life, and you want more peace of mind, so you're just kind of like cutting people off and going into a space of solitude, you know, for a couple of weeks. And the reason for that is going to be different from everybody. But I feel like for some of you who are single, it's like you want to be single, but you have all these, you know, offers coming at you, and none of which you're really interested in. Like, you don't want really anything that's kind of coming your way, and maybe you've been kind of entertaining some of them, but you're just going to make the decision to bounce out. Like, you're like, I'm not even going to participate in this just so that I'm not lonely on Friday night, because I really just can't stand you. Like, I might like having sex with you, but good God, I fucking can't even stand to talk to you for 5 minutes. Like, I do feel some of that. Like some of you might be hooking up with somebody just because you are extremely physically attracted to them, but to talk to them is like you want to hang yourself. It's just not even happening. And so you're like, I can't even deal with this. I gotta get out. Bye, see ya. You know, yeah, you guys, again, you guys, just like sun and moon, you guys, whatever has been transpiring, I feel like February, you're moving into smoother waters in love and romance, for whatever that means for you. And for you guys, I feel like it's because you're leaving things behind, you're moving on from things that just were either really heavy or things that are never going to work out, or just stuff, things that weren't right for you. It's like you're more focused on knowing yourself, and you're just not interested to play the game right now for whatever reason. So that's what I got for Capricorn rising specifically. I do hope it resonated with you. I will be back in the middle of February for the second half of February Lovescopes. I hope that you have a very fantastic and romantic Valentine's Day and a wonderful February. Until then, until we meet again, take care.